Hello and welcome back to Moffett Field. Turn 3, Japan, BBR YouTube Wars Season 5, I think it is what you guys are calling this season. So, Russia just finished, Detroit just finished up. I think he had a couple changes. One of the anti-aircraft they derailed to Smolensk, couldn't go there. So I think it's going to Archangel instead. And Detroit, in one of the comments on YouTube, looks like maybe you did a target select with a fighter. I thought I saw that too, but something check. So maybe that Western Ukraine, maybe a reroll on that or something. I don't know. But I actually already went. So what you're going to see on the map are the units over here. I'm not going to show you the map because that would be a spoiler alert of what's going to happen. But when you look at the video I just made, the Russian forces are still in Buryatia. So again, I already had my turn and then I watched Detroit and move these guys over here. So I'm not going to show you the Asia map because that would give everything away. And I think he had another change. He moved 2 more infantry from Bryansk into Smolensk. It's a hard one to say. All right, so now we'll go watch the video I recorded earlier. And it's pretty interesting. Personally, myself, I haven't played Japan like this and had it be so successful. Usually they struggle a lot more than they have. So without further ado, turn 3 Japan. Hello, welcome back to turn 3 BBR YouTube Wars. Of course, playing with the usual suspects: VK Cowboy, Germany, Detroit, Russia, myself, Japan, Matt Todd, China and the US, Hilltop Pillbox, UK, Hambone, Italy, and G.I. Joe, Anzac, France, and Canada. I think that's what it is. So here's the lay of the land currently. Of course, everyone's at war. Have been for at least a turn. Got the German-Finnish troops up here, ready to invade Leningrad, along with significant force of tanks and infantry. By the way, I always use these trucks for 3. Tracked vehicles are mechs, so that's the difference when you see those trucks on there. What else is going on here? Some convoy action off of England. Got this great German fleet down here. Gibraltar should fall post haste. The Italians are doing well in northern Africa. Shout out to War Torn for these fleet markers. And there's actually a Combat Miniatures fighter here as well. Numerous historical board gaming pieces around the board. And these little Italian tanks came from I'll Never Grow Up. I don't think they sell these anymore though. All right, and going across over here to the Pacific, where my main focus. Of course, I have my great box share one from G.I. Joe. Thank you for that again. All right, so I've laid out the dice. I'll go through the battles. What's going to happen? Detroit has not moved Russia yet, so these may adjust up here, but it's not going to affect my turn. Here's my purchase. I had 45, so I'm picking up 2 destroyers, carrier sub, $6 for the great roll from VK on that. Thank you. Thank you for using that 6-sided die with 6s on each side. Worked well. And I have $1 left over. And these will build in C-Zone 6. And of course, there's the American fleet that's in a convoy. It's an automatic 8 with all those ships. So here's the battles that are going to take place. We're going to have Shenxi and Hopei You can see who's going where there. Szechuan, got a cannon and a Japanese general heading in there. Supporting that attack will be 3 tactical bombers from Guangxi, 1 fighter to India, and 1 of the tactical bombers in Guangxi to Malay. And 2 of the fighters to Sea Zone 6, where they'll land on the carriers. These fighters will fly to Japan. What do we got down here? These ships here, where are they? This fleet will head to Japan. This little transport will pick up this guy in Hong Kong and drop him in Malaysia for that attack. The tank that's in French Indo will blast through Shan State, blitz through Shan State to Malaysia and join the infantry. These 2 transports will hit India. What do we got here? We got 1 fighter bomber, 2 fighters to Malay from Siam, 2 fighter bombers, 2 fighters to India, and these 2 bombers probably going to India. And the fleet here will move to 39, wipe out the French destroyer. No bombard, unfortunately. And this sub will head to 39 as well. So that's the layout. Now, I'll try not to make this a Teflon turn. I'll try to get it in under 3 hours. Just kidding, Teflon. Always a pleasure. Bless your heart. So anyway, joking aside, I will stop here and then I'll try to get everything done in one clean cut on the battles. Okay, let's get started on the battles. So this is easy walk on here. This guy rolls into there. So 3 cannon, 4 infantry and Shenxi. That's a done. We'll do Szechuan next. So there's a horseman and 1 infantry. To zooming in. This guy moves in. And then these 3, whoa, guy's out of control. These tactical bombers from Guangxi fly in, 3 of them. So I will roll the Japanese first. I'm not going to do target select because I'm hoping this white doesn't come up a hit. I'd rather just have more hits across the board. All right, so let's see what happens here. Not bad. No hits from the Chinese. I don't have these guys laid out. Yes, I do. There's the dice for these guys. 3 tacticals. 2 whatever those are, cannon and infantry. All right. 3 hits. Got them. So put them over here in the kill pile. No hits for the Japanese. I'll figure out where these planes go. So Szechuan is a success. These planes have 2 spaces left because they came from Guangxi. So it's 1, 2, 2 left on the Szechuan tacticals. Okay. Next battle we'll do Malay. So here I've got we'll start with this transport. It's going up to Hong Kong. Picks up this 1 infantry. Brings them down to Sea Zone 37 for the attack. This tank, I don't know if it through it all here. If you can see the tank, it goes 1 to Shan State, 2 to Malaysia. So Shan State's captured. A lot of stuff going on here again. Shan State's captured. Now, these guys fly 1 to the ocean, 2 to Malay, so they will have 2 left over when they're done. And that should be it for those. Let me clear the box, rolling box. So there's 4 2s here for the British. Okay, I will roll those first. Let's see, another Szechuan roll. All right, let's see here. Ouch, okay, that hurt. 2. 2 hits. So I'll take an infantry, but I want to capture the space. So I'm going to take the tactical bomber, but he'll still roll. Okay, so these guys. So that's going to be, I thought I had it laid out here. I do, right here in front of me. So that's, what do I have? 4 red dice here. So I've got the infantry and the cannon and the tank. Then I have super fighters. So they roll the same as a bomber, and that tactical is supported. Oh, I do have 4. I've got another tactical bomber here from Guangxi, and it will also have a 2. So it comes down here as well. That's where I got the 4 from. Okay, so it's 4. It is 4. So it's 1 tactical, 3 super fighters. 1 of 1 tactical, which has already been lost. Okay, here's the roll. 2. Not great. 2 Malay. Infantry to the pile. Yikes. So I lose 1 red out because I lost that guy. Right. 2. All right. No. That kind of looked like a hit, but it's not. So no hits from the 2 guys left in Malaysia. Now I just have the tank, 2 fighters, and a fighter bomber. I lost the infantry. Need 2 hits here. Got him. 3. All right, so done. So Malaysia's gone. One of those guys was Anzac. So put them up in the kill pile. All right, so Malaysia's done. So that's the tank rolls in. These planes have 2 left. I'll figure out where they go after. Trying to find a marker here for that territory so I don't forget. All right, so Malaysia's a wrap. Okay, now India. So, no big surprise. This fleet moves into Sea Zone 39. Just moving right over on my war-torn fleet marker. Okay, now these 2 transports that haven't moved yet. 1. Let's see where. 1 to the Malaysia space, 2 to 38. And they join the fleet here in 39 because I have that port that I built last turn. So these 4 guys come over. So there's 4. Trying to keep the camera in the right place. These 4 guys come over on the transport. 1 cannon walks on from Burma. Okay. No bombard. Planes. These 2 fighters, 2 tacticals go 1, 2, 3, land on the carriers. Okay. this one up here in Guangxi to India as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 lands on the carrier. These two bombers. 1, 2, 3. So they will have 3 left. I don't have a 3 marker out here. But they will be 3. If I can remember that. So I can find a marker. 3. 1, 2, 3. These guys have basically 1 left. And they land on the carrier. All right, so let's see here. We'll do this destroyer first. So that's the French. Roll. Nothing. I'm not sure I really need to roll this. I'll roll the battleships, the cruiser, and the destroyer. Well, I guess I do have to roll it. Okay, got it 4 times. Okay, that was the sea battle. Now in land, the guys in India. I'll roll the anti-aircraft first. There's 2 of them, so that's 6, 6. Okay, 6. All right, let's see. Let's hope for the best. As Tef says too, bonsai. 1. Okay, not bad. 1. You know the bombers with the new bomber rule of 2 at 2? I believe they only get like a 44% chance of hitting. My fighters get like a 66% chance. So I'm going to take the bomber even though they cost more. They're not as effective now. Granted, they have the long range, but I'd rather have the fighter. Okay, so I will... let's roll the ground troops for the British. So they have 5 infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infantry. 1 hit. Okay, that's not too bad. 1 hit. I will take 1 infantry. Okay. So now let's roll the Japanese. There's 5 planes at red, so that's this stack. There's 5 fighters in tactical there. This was the bomber. I'll take that. It was shot down. So this is the remaining bomber, 2 at 2. Then I have the ground troops here. I have, that's the infantry I just lost, the unsupported one. I have 2 other infantry and 2 supported. Okay. Not a ton of dice, but need a pretty good roll here. Can't really shake it while I hold the camera, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably not quite what I was hoping for. It's not bad. Probably should have had a couple more reds, but the blues made up for it. So 4 hits. Again, assume they'll take the empty aircraft first. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that leaves 3 guys in Calcutta. So let's roll those. Come on, let's see what happens. Not bad. No hits on the second roll for Calcutta. Okay. Second roll for Calcutta is done. Now, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planes. 1, 2, Five of those. The bomber does not participate. And let's see here. I still have 4 infantry, correct? They got no hits. They didn't have any hits. That should be it. And that cleans up. That clears the bases. So 3 more gone. All right. So that's India. I still have 4 guys to move in. You know, I've been in the same situation. Do you defend a territory that's going to get lost anyway? That's 25 wasted IPCs in a way. I don't know. It's a tough call because you want to delay it, but that would have been a factory in Egypt. So I think these days I kind of don't put money into a battle that's hopeless, but I understand the trying to do some damage. Oh, this French destroyer's gone as well. That's the battles. Now I'll do the free moves. I think it's okay if I pause here and clean up a little bit of stuff and I'll land the planes. Let me think about where they want to land. I didn't quite think that through, actually. I should have. But I'll say that's the end of the battles. Just confirming here, the rest are free moves. Yes, so I'll pause here. All the battles are done. All right, so the non-combat moves. These planes will land on these carriers. So I'll have 3 and 2. 3 fighters. 2 of those guys. 3 fighters, 2 tacticals there. Let's see, the Malaysia force. I'll send 1 of the fighters. I still have 2 left. 1, 2, I'll fill up the carriers. So there's 6 planes over here. These guys have 2 left. They'll go Shan State, Yunnan. Okay. These guys go to Yunnan. These 3 fighter bombers still have 2 left. They will go 1, 2 to Anhui. This sub in Java joins the fleet. He's on 39 off India. This fleet here goes up to Japan. So they have a port also. So 1, 2, 3. So they'll join these builds. So these builds will come in. Carrier comes in. The sub comes in. That's the $6 I had for the technology. Got 1 left over. I'll put that in my pile down here. We'll go over that later. These 2 fighters fly up and land on the carrier. These 2 fighters from Char go 1, 2, 3, 4 and land in Tokyo. Okay. And I'm going to wait and see what Detroit does here, but I don't think it matters anyway. I'll move these guys to Korea. 0 was for the guys coming up and landing on the carrier, I believe. This bomber in Calcutta has 3 left. I'll land that in Burma. Let's see this. Let me see something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Oops. Okay, let's see. I think that's going to be it for the non-combat moves. This guy stays here. He can't move. He moved already. Let me know if I move someone twice. I don't think I have. All right. So, IPC summary. So I pick up, let me get a piece of paper that I wrote the stuff down on. So I start at 39. That's my starting point on the IPC tracker. I pick up Shenxi for 1. I pick up Hopei for 1. Szechuan for 2. Szechuan for 2. Shan State, $1. Flip these over. Make sure I count them. Shan State for 1. That's a gain. Malaysia for 3. $3 there. India for 3. So that should get me to 50. So 39. Right, so I have 39, 40. I picked up 11, 51, 110 bonus, 61, 71 minus 8. Okay, put it in a handy dandy spreadsheet. It's 71 minus 8, 63. So I should end this turn with 63. Let me know if you guys get something different. But that's what I'm showing. Okay, so here I'll do a recap of the territories. Here's the losses, by the way. Chinese infantry, Chinese cavalry, 1 Anzac infantry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 Indian infantry, or UK infantry, 2 UK anti-aircraft, 1 French destroyer, and I got off pretty easy. I got 1 infantry kill, a bomber kill, and a tactical bomber kill. I'm gonna re-look at the video though. I forgot an inkling. Maybe India, I lost something more? I gotta check that. It's tough just to keep it all straight. All right, so India, if this is correct, 2 infantry, 2 artillery. In the sea zone off India, 39, 4 transports, 2 battleships, 1 cruiser, 1 destroyer, 3 aircraft carriers, 4 fighters, 2 tactical bombers, and a submarine. Malaysia, 1 tank, and Sea Zone 37, 1 transport. Burma, 1 strategic bomber. Yunnan, a strategic and a fighter. A tactical and a fighter. Szechuan, infantry and an artillery. Shenxi, 4 infantry, 3 artillery. This is, I forget what that is, Hopei, 1 mechanized. Anhui, 3 tactical. Korea, 1 artillery, 8 infantry, 1 AAA. Sea Zone 6 off of Japan, 1 carrier with 2 fighters, 1 cruiser. And I went after watching the Matt Todd video, I went with the Pagan video, I went with destroyers. 5 destroyers, 2 submarines. In Japan itself, 5 infantry, 3 anti-aircraft, 3 fighters, and a strategic bomber. Iwo Jima, there's still that guy there. Palau, there's still a guy. And the Carolines, 2 infantry and a anti-aircraft. And then the port still in Hainan. That's the only facility I've added at the moment. All right, that should be a wrap. I might change some stuff up here later. I doubt it. I don't see why I need to. But Russia still hasn't had its turn, so barring any unforeseen circumstances, that's the map. Thanks for watching, and we'll see what happens in turn 4.